Only for the plotline, welcome back. I have a new video today. We're going to be doing Jurassic World Rebirth. Since it is not out yet, this will be one of those only for the plotline videos where we talk about the main plot lines in the movie without showing the scenes like I normally do. I've only done it for one other video. Let's get started with this one. So I'm going off of memory here, but I wrote it in my notes the second time. I saw it 2 times in theaters. First time, I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but I didn't hate it. Second time I saw it with my friends, I absolutely hated it, every minute of it. So I felt bad for my friend, paying for my ticket. But thanks to my friend for letting me hang out with them. Let's get started. So, a little into the movie, we are looking for 3 dinos. First is the Mosasaurus, our group of mercenaries and museum guy. So they are chasing after the Mosasaurus first because they have it tagged. They even mention it. Why did the one Mosasaurus be attacking the family that's 28 miles in the opposite direction? They rescue the family, and now they're going to be attacked by some hybrid Spinosauruses with the Mosasaurus, and I forgot what the museum guy called it, but they're working together to take out the boat. So you have Francis from Deadpool, who is one of the mercenaries of Scarlett Johansson. This guy is supposed to be a pro, yet he can't shoot underwater target. Now, I give him the fact or the benefit that he wouldn't be able to if he was a regular, person, but he's supposed to be a pro, which is where my problem comes in. And he hits, the sail of one of them underwater, but nothing, really happens. And then he dies. Shortly after, the older daughter is kicked off the boat. So the boyfriend, as stupid as he is, but as noble as he is, goes to save her. The boat was going pretty fast, and I think they were still being chased by the dinosaurs at this time, like the Spinosauruses. Would it be Spini? Anyways, I think they would still be pretty close, that they weren't attacked. And it takes the dad a couple minutes to try to encourage the little girl who's really scared. But it makes me think, why did the boyfriend and girl get to the cave first before the dad did? Because they would be closer. Now, this is where my memory in the correct movie sequences is a little messed up, so bear with me. So we have the family who is on their own to find the facility that they were talking about on the boat that they would be rescued from. And we finally get to see a Dilophosaurus that was in the trailer. Yes, man, Dilophosaurus is pretty cool. Oh, let's also show you the T-Rex. If we take a second, I thought it was Dinosaur Reject Island. So why is there a T-Rex in the first place? Why is there a Dilophosaurus? They were in the original park. So I'm here to think maybe it was just a callback to the first park. Why were they on Reject Island? They were not rejects, obviously, and they did not look different than their counterparts from the first Jurassic Park movie. And then you have the daughter who has the raft,
Only the worst ones here.
and they're all trying to outswim the T-Rex, who only makes them go overboard, I guess. And then the dad is swimming back this way, and the T-Rex at least tries to attack him, but nothing more. We don't see the family do anything, but for some reason, the daughter and the boyfriend are able to get behind the dad shortly after, they're almost right behind him, and they were not attacked. Why? I'm pretty sure the T-Rex was not just focused on the dad. And then the little girl under the raft. The T-Rex couldn't destroy the raft, or its teeth couldn't pierce it. I know it maybe did it on the side, but when it had it in its mouth, okay, first of all, that little girl knew not to hang on. But when it crushes it with its mouth, where we're supposed to think that the little girl died, it did not break. It bothered me so much in this movie that I hated to watch the second time. I will never watch again. It bothered me so much that this family lived. Maybe one of them could live. It just bothered me so much. Now, the other sequence I might be wrong with the movie is we have the main group of the assassins. They're in the long grass looking for the Titanosaurus, I believe it was, the long-necked dinosaur that they needed the sample from. Scarlett Johansson is cautiously walking in the long grass because they haven't arose from the ground yet. But if they're also so big, you mean to tell me, because the grass was about neck height for Scarlett's character, even the Titanosaurus laying down wasn't enough to go over the grass? And anyways, so she's stealthily moving, and with the long grass, you're going to hear the rustling of the bushes, the rustling of the plants. She's just standing there, and all of a sudden we get our jump scare in the form of Museum Boy eating Tic Tacs. The crunch heard around the world. There was no sign that he was behind her moving, because I'm pretty sure he would not be even more silent as she was in this movie, in this scene. I also didn't like that we kind of got our Jurassic Park theme moment this late into the movie. At this point, I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm kind of I liked the scene, seeing all of them, but where were they, I guess? But I liked the scene of seeing all of them. I just hate that it came so late. But I hate that it came after a jump scare, which was supposed to be funny. I hate these forced comedic situations. They just ruined the movie for me. Later, the D-Rex is eating the main villain, and the Scarlett's co-worker, her best friend, I guess, her ex-friend or something, he's going to sacrifice himself. Very noble for the cause. But how did he escape? I mean, I'm glad he got to live, but how did he escape? It doesn't explain that to me. The D-Rex was pretty close, and there was none of this acuity-based movement like the T-Rex from the first one. So I don't know how he lived, but good for him, I guess. Also, am I supposed to feel sorry for this little girl? I really don't know. Do I like that she got to kind of kidnap or keep a souvenir, which was that form of that cute little herbivore that was following her? Why? But that was following her. The dinosaurs on mainland are dying for a reason. So she's essentially, in hindsight, going to kill this dinosaur because it's not able to breathe in our atmosphere, apparently. Where do the movies go from this now? Now they're basically saying all the dinosaurs are only on the equator, like one reject dinosaur island. So where did the movie go from here? They had so much potential in this movie, and they let me down. So with the sacrifice, they find a gas-powered boat. Now, I'm thinking they're trying to get back to the mainland. My friends say that they're just trying to get back into government-owned waters so they could be rescued again, because that is no man's land because of all the dinosaurs and everything. Okay, first off, the Mosasaurus and the Spinosauruses that were attacking them in the first place, you can't come in, but you could sure leave. What is with this? And then also, my friend made a good point. That gasoline expires, and that boat was there for a good time. I don't remember the time sequencing for this. I want to say 37 or something, but gasoline would have been expired. So there's no way they would have gotten off this island. My final thoughts on this movie. I miss the Jurassic Park movies. They went weird with the cloning of the girl Maisie, I guess, from Fallen Kingdom. What happened to that? Now they're only doing the hybrids, which they've been doing since Jurassic World, to take off the clones, which would have been an interesting plot line or interesting plot for it. But they're just sticking with hybrids. And where's all the original dinosaurs, you know? This movie, I would not recommend it to anybody. And I know people talk about the second and the third one being the worst ones. I will happily watch those anytime. And I will never repeat anything after Jurassic World. I've only seen Fallen Kingdom and Dominion once, never again. And this movie got away with it a second time because I was invited. I will never see this one again either. Well, thank you for joining us. I'll try to have another video coming soon. We'll see what happens. But thanks for watching and listening. What are your guys' takes on this movie? Did you like it? Did you agree with anything? Did you disagree with anything? Let's have a debate about it. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Thanks, guys.